Let's head over to the Kenyon-Wanamingo High School and KDHL's Gordy Kosfeld. Good morning, sir.
Yes, we are in a conference room in the principal's office, which I spent a lot of time in my youth. No, I'm just kidding. I did not spend a ton of time in there. I did spend a little time in there. I would be lying if I said I didn't. But we've got Karin with us. She's the coach of the math team. And Karin, do we have senior high kids and junior high kids with us today?
Right now we have both senior high students and junior high students.
Yeah.
And I'm the high school math team coach. And Rachel Klein is the junior high math team coach.
How much fun is it to be the math team coach?
Well, if you like math, it's fun. It's fun. I'm sure those who aren't real fond of math wouldn't think it's fun, but I think it's fun. And I think most of the students that I work with think it's fun also.
So what kind of math are we talking here? Advanced math or? Very
much so, yeah. This is not just your basic high school math stuff. This is pretty high league, pretty advanced stuff. You have to know your basic high school math, your basic geometry, your basic algebra. And then I sometimes say it's like algebra on steroids. It's pretty advanced for the high school.
Algebra on steroids.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Is the same true on the junior high level too? I would assume it's not quite as hard as the senior high.
No, it's definitely not as hard as the senior high, but it's pretty hard. Most of it's story problems, so not only do you have to know how to answer the questions, you have to read and comprehend what the question's asking you, and a lot of them have multiple parts. It's geared for 7th and 8th grade. We do have some 6th graders on the team, but it's hard 7th and 8th grade math. It's not easy.
Did they have this when you were in high school?
No, they didn't. We had just like one competition we would do like once a year that we kind of did, but we didn't really have this meet that we would meet every couple of weeks, so I wish they did.
So how do you prep the team? I mean, when you coach, do you give them a rah-rah speech before the meet, or how does that work?
Well, we have practices twice a week, so we have the meets from the previous years. We have the sheets that they took, like the tests they took last year, and we do those tests for practice. And then when we get to the meet, I just kind of sometimes refresh their memory on a few things. I would try to remind them, remember your parentheses, or remember to put in decimals and things like that. But normally they're all pretty excited. They get juice and cookies before the meet, and I think that kind of pumps them up a little bit.
Juice and cookies?
Yep.
Before the meet. Wow, that's cool. So do you want to introduce the kids here before we're going to take a break here shortly?
Yep. So we have just two of our junior high math team here. It looks like we have Brady Bauer and we have Sophia Poquette. And they're both 7th graders.
Cool. We're going to visit with them. But first of all, we got to take a market update, then we're going to come back. Big thank you to Lyle Wendrath, State Farm Insurance Agent. He's not only here in Kenyon, but he's in Zabrota. He's got offices in both places. The guy's literally two places at once, you know. News Record, Zumbro Shopper. I know Pete said, what a great idea to interview math students. So thanks, Pete, for jumping on board. And Baker and Axelson, CPAs out of Wanamingo. You have to know your numbers if you're a CPA, right? So it's a natural fit for Mr. Axelson and Mr. Baker to join us here today and bring you our program from Kenyon-Wanamingo High School. John, you can take it away for that market update, speaking of numbers. I'll try to remember to take that other break, John.
Okay.
Well, you know me, I get engrossed in things, and so if I don't take the break, gently remind me. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We're going to dive in here because we got a lot of students in here. Karin's going to join us again and give us some details about the history of how all this started. How long has Kenyon-Wanamingo schools had math teams?
Well, the math team itself in the state of Minnesota started probably about 35 years ago. It was created by a professor at McAllister College. And actually, Kenyon and Wanamingo were involved in the math teams before we even paired. Both schools started back in the mid-'80s and had math teams way back then.
Wow, I'll be darned.
So it's been around for a long time.
I didn't realize that. Fantastic. So how long have you been coaching? I'm not trying to date you or anything here.
I actually did. I was the math team coach at Wanamingo when it was just Wanamingo, so that was back in the 80s, so you can guess how old I am. And then when we paired, A.J. Brown was the coach here in Kenyon. And then when he retired, I took over the math team.
Yeah, I remember A.J. because we did a show in studio back when he was coaching.
Okay.
That was many, many moons ago.
So the math team for the high school's been around for quite a long time. The junior high was started, I probably want to guess, maybe about 15 years ago, and created then for the junior high students.
Matt Ryan just walked in, the principal, so I got to be on my best behavior.
You better be on your best behavior.
Or he'll throw me in detention or something.
Would you like to know how the meets are set up? Or?
Yes.
So there are 5 meets, and our high school team competes against, there's 8 teams total in our division. Throughout the state of Minnesota, I want to say that there are 72 teams within the state of Minnesota, 72 schools. There could be more than that. But there's quite a few, almost every school in the state has some form of a math team. So we compete against 8 schools. And we have 5 meets. They start in November. We have 2 more meets to go. Our next one is coming up on Monday. And then, so at that meet, there are 4 tests. And each student has to do 2 of those tests. And one of them might be an algebra test, like I said, algebra on steroids. Then there's a geometry, pretty heavy-duty geometry test. Then the next one might be something more like with trigonometry or probability. And then the 4th one is kind of advanced topics. This time it's on arithmetic sequences, infinite sequences, sums, and things like that.
Boy.
So, and then
Greek
each of those, each of those tests are about, they 12 minutes long? Sure. Well, you're the ones on there. 12 minutes. They got 12 minutes to answer the questions, and they get anywhere between 0 and 7 points. So they get points for their team. And then they have a team event at the end, and those are really tough.
Like a state tournament type thing?
So at the meet, then there's a team, all 8 of them are together and compete together and do problems together.
All right. Do you have captains on your team?
Not really. Not so much. Do you guys kind of get captain-like, or do you say Sabrina's the captain?
Oh, they're all pointing to Sabrina.
There we go. So
Sabrina must be the star on this math team. When anybody has a math question, they go
although
to Sabrina.
Sabrina, well, our three seniors have probably been on math teams since 6th grade.
Wow.
Probably.
How cool is that?
Yeah. So they've been involved for a long time.
So you get a letter to be on the math team?
Yes.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Should we get to know Sabrina?
Okay, say hello to some of them.
Yeah, Sabrina. How does it feel to be the star of the math team? I wasn't the star on any team. So how does it feel to be the star of the math team?
Well, I'm not really.
You have a favorite portion of math? You like trigonometry, geometry, any of the geometries?
I like geometry. Yeah.
Have you always been good at it?
Yeah.
It just naturally came to you?
Pretty much.
So you don't have to work hard at it?
Sometimes.
I get the feeling she doesn't have to work hard at it. God gave you a gift. It's awesome. And didn't I hear you say earlier you're going to North Dakota to study architecture?
Yep, that's right.
That's cool. Why architecture?
I don't know. I guess I've just always liked buildings, I guess, and math and drawing, so.
Yeah, you can apply all those skills. You want to introduce some of your other teammates to your left here?
Yeah, so this is Keegan.
Keegan.
Hi.
What's your favorite math subject?
Oof. I don't know, kind of like probability stuff, but I mean, not great at it, but yeah.
What are your future plans? Are you a senior?
I'm a senior, but I really don't have any plans for the future. I really don't know.
You honestly don't know?
No, I don't.
Graduation's in May, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's going to happen after that?
I don't know.
You really don't have a clue?
No.
Okay.
No.
Who's your partner?
To my left is Joe.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
What are your future plans?
I guess I'm going to be going to the U of M for engineering.
Awesome. I had a nephew that was in engineering. He changed his degree. He said it was just too difficult. So, but you'll do fine because you've been on the math team for, since 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite area of study, too, in math?
I guess I just do whatever Mrs. Davis assigns me.
Wow. That's a nice student that does whatever the teacher says. Can't say that I was that way, but you have any idea why math is so interesting to you? Why do you like math?
I guess I can just do it well enough where it doesn't cause any problems.
Math doesn't cause any problems. Now, there's an interesting statement. You know this guy?
Yeah, he's Dylan.
Is Dylan? Did you say Dylan?
Yep.
What grade are you in, Dylan?
I'm a junior.
Okay. You got future plans or not?
Not really yet. That's for next year's to decide.
Oh, okay. Well, you're thinking college?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you got all the math out of the way, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, I don't know about that. So are any of you guys taking college math prep courses or anything?
College algebra.
Okay. College algebra. And you're a senior in high school. So what's your favorite math topic?
Probably algebra. I don't know. I just like that you can just solve a bunch of stuff and find out what X is, pretty much.
Find out what X is, pretty much. I love it. Are you in the junior high team or the senior high team? No, you're on the senior high team. You're the freshman in the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that? The youngest dude here.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely fit in pretty well with them, I think.
Do you? You don't feel intimidated at all by Sabrina here next to you?
Not normally,
No, I mean
but
you're...
she's not always very friendly. So.
Oh my. Oh, gee. Michael Bauer. What's your name?
Michael Pliscott.
Okay, Mike. Sorry about that. Can't remember names like that. Five. She's wearing a Gopher shirt today.
Yep.
You a Gopher fan?
A little bit. I'm mostly just planning on going to the U of M when I get older.
Okay.
I'd like to go for ag communications.
Ag Communications. You're going to replace Jerry Grosskreutz.
Maybe.
Huh. We'll need it someday. Jerry's not going to live forever, you know. And neither will I. So, I mean, it's just how it goes. So your favorite part of the math team is, what, the camaraderie? It looks like you guys all get along pretty good.
It's definitely fun having a nice relationship with everybody, but I also really like doing the math. Like, algebra is by far my favorite.
So does the team get to work as a team on math problems, or do you each individually have to do stuff?
For the first 2 rounds, you do it individually, but for the team round at the end, it's everybody that's on the team working together.
So do you prefer the team aspect or the individual aspect?
I prefer the individual one because we have no clue how to do a lot of the team ones, so, or at least I do.
Oh, okay. I would think, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 heads are better than one.
That is true.
Because there's, 6 people on a team? Is that right? 8 people. I'm sorry. I thought earlier they said 6 people. The junior high does 6. Okay. Do you know this gal sitting to your right?
Yeah, this is Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. This is a lot of fun. Who are the people standing behind us here? We got a Viking fan back here. I got a picture of her.
Yep. These are our 6th graders on the team, Bailey Liniger and Reuben Johnson.
Wow. So these are the stars of your team?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all stars. What am I saying? Teddy Bridgewater fan over here. Teddy Bridgewater fan. Are the Vikings going to win this Sunday? Put your mathematical mind to this question.
I sure hope so.
That doesn't sound too positive. Do you have a favorite math subject?
I like algebra.
Why? Why algebra?
I don't know, just because I don't know.
Are your parents really good in math? You think you inherited some math gene or something?
No.
Who's this guy with a Washington, D.C. sweater?
This is Brady.
Hi, Brady. How are you?
Good.
Your favorite math subject is? He has to think
I like
about
it all.
You like it all. I love that. He says, I like it all. No certain
particular
topic.
Okay.
So you guys in junior high level, you have team and individual questions too.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the team over the individual or vice versa?
I prefer more the individual because it's a little bit easier and it's probably a little bit more comprehensible than some of the team round questions.
In other words, you trust your own brain more than other people's, right? I mean, seriously.
It's a little easier to rely on.
Correct. I agree. So, you want to hand the microphone behind you there to this lovely Teddy Bridgewater fan?
Yes, this is Bailey.
Hi, Bailey.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You have a favorite math topic?
No, not really.
You're like him. You like all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer the team versus the individual? And Do you get do you have a certain time frame where you have to answer a problem? Like in 2 minutes or 1 minute, or how does that work?
10 minutes for individual and 20 minutes for team.
Oh, wow, you get a lot of time then.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right. So do you get nervous?
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
I mean, it's pretty pressure-packed, I'm assuming.
Not really.
You know, you don't want to let the team down, right?
Yeah. It's like just a mini test.
Okay.
Only with a bunch of people around you that you don't know.
Yeah, well, there you go. Who's this guy to your left?
Reuben.
Reuben? They named a sandwich after you.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I've never had a sandwich named after me. So tell me what you like about math.
I don't really care. I like it all.
You like it all. And do you prefer the team versus the individual?
Yeah, team.
Yeah. I thought I'd get at least one guy to tell me he'd like the team. Because you like the camaraderie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been on the math team?
This is my first year.
Ooh, you're a rookie. Are you enjoying it? And forget, there's no teacher in here, okay? No principal, no teacher. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Awesome. These guys get graded? Okay, I was just curious. I got two ladies over here I got to get on the air. I knew this show wasn't going to be long enough. And I'm going to take a break right now, John, and we're going to hear from our sponsors. And we're going to come back and talk to these lovely ladies to my left.
Time. We all have the same amount.
Let's head back over to Gordy and Kenyon.
Yeah, we're back in the conference room, the principal's office. This is the principal's office conference room, isn't it?
Sure.
Okay. It will be today.
Okay.
Matt just left, so I feel much more... No, I'm just kidding. So who do I have with me here?
I'm Amber. I'm Cassandra.
Yeah. Cassandra, I know, plays basketball.
Yeah.
Are you involved in any extracurriculars other than this? Amber?
I'm in the musical right now.
Cool. Are you, like, playing the lead?
One of them, yes.
Oh, my. Memorizing lines, is that...
Yup.
Uh-huh. That's difficult for a math whiz like you?
Not really.
Who do you play in the... What's the musical?
Oh, the musical is Into the Woods.
Into the Woods?
Yes.
Awesome. You have to sing on stage?
Yes.
A solo?
Mm-hmm.
You say that like you're excited about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Okay. What favorite part of the math team is yours? What's your favorite part of math?
I like geometry.
Your coach loves geometry too, I can tell.
Yes.
You have any idea why you love geometry?
It just sort of makes sense to me. Like all the angles and shapes, like they fit together, so it like just works well with me. I don't know.
Yeah, my mind doesn't work that way. In fact, I don't even know if my mind works most of the time. Sandra, what's your favorite part of math?
Probably, I don't know, all of them. I like geometry, I guess, too.
Okay. What are your future plans, by the way?
I have no plans.
You really don't?
No, I'm just a junior.
Well, you still got to have plans.
I have no idea.
Okay. How about you?
Same. Yeah, I'm a junior too. I don't really know yet.
Oh, okay. You have no clue what you want to do for a career? Is it going to be math related? Let me ask you that.
Probably not.
Math whiz, no math career.
Yeah.
How about you?
Might be, I guess.
Yeah,
Probably.
hasn't decided yet. Were you guys when you were junior and senior in high school, did you know you wanted to be a teacher?
I knew I thought I would be a teacher, yeah.
And a math teacher, right?
Yeah. By the time I was a senior in high school, I thought I'd probably be a math teacher.
Because you like geometry.
I love geometry. Love geometry. Favorite subject.
It is?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite math, Claire?
I guess I like all math, but I think algebra is probably my favorite because that makes a lot more sense to me. I didn't do a lot of geometry in school, so I haven't really done a lot of geometry until I started teaching it.
So I'm guessing, this is just a guess, that you prep these students by throwing lots of problems at them.
Yep, so we do all of the old practice, like the meets from the previous years. We do all those as practice, and We go through them a lot, and if they don't get it, I go over it with them. But a lot of times they work together and they kind of figure it out and help each other out. But we do a lot of practice. We do a half an hour practice twice a week.
So how'd your season go? Your season's over.
Yep, we tied for third out of 14 teams.
All right,
So,
way to go.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting. And then I think our second team was 8th place, I think, out of the 14. So, and then we also have individuals placed in the top 10, and Brianna Schmidt and Sophia Poquette placed 10th. They tied for 10th.
Way to go, Sophia.
Yeah, and that was out of 80-some students. So.
We just had a fist bump there with Sophia. And the senior high team, you say, has a meet on Monday.
Yep, we still have 2 more meets out of our 5, but right now, all 3 of our first meets, they came in second place out of the 8 teams, so we're in second place right now within our division.
Okay, then you have a state tournament eventually?
If we qualified, we could go to the state tournament. We have to be in first place. I'm not sure we're going to be in first place in our division. Our math team has gone to the state in the past years.
Okay, your division would include big schools as well as small schools?
The schools that are in our division with us are Shattuck St. Mary's, Zumbrota Mazeppa, Goodhue, Cannon Falls, Pine Island, Triton, and Tri-City United.
And who's in first place?
Shattuck St. Mary's.
I was going to guess that.
So.
Why was I going to guess that?
So we're in second place. So.
You know, doggone it, we plumb run out of time. I knew this show wouldn't be long enough. I didn't get enough time with the kids, but at least we got to know a little bit about them and a little bit about your math teams. I think this is pretty cool. Again, I wouldn't have been on it when I was in school, but I don't have the brain for it.
Well, I'm glad you came and interviewed these guys. It's important to have this for our kids and stuff. We've got some great math students here, and I think it's good to promote it.
Yeah, they should be recognized, too. I'm with you. That's why we're doing it, and that's why these folks jumped on board. Baker and Axelson, CPAs out of Wanamingo, talk about people who really know their numbers. Also, Lyle Wendroth, your State Farm insurance agent. He works with numbers at State Farm Insurance in offices here in Kenyon and also in Wanamingo. And speaking of numbers, News Record and Zumbro Shopper deals in numbers every day, too. Right. They're based in Zumbrota. So, John, you can take it away. The show wasn't long enough, was it?
It's okay. It is 9:59 here at the Mighty 920 KDHL. We've got the latest ABC News coming up, followed by your Classic Country Middays.